Damn, I had just given like the biggest backstory of my life, and I realized that I was recording it the wrong way. Like it was just showing my fucking camera screen. It wasn't showing everything I was like presenting or anything. Oh wow, fuck it. Like all you guys need to know, this is a fucking FIFA tournament, a big and epic one at that. And now that I have the math, like now, maybe this is for the best because I was kind of fumbling in the introduction to the thing. However, let's just go with this then. Fuck it, we're gonna do it like the old-fashioned route. We're gonna skip the sad backstory. It's not sad, but we're gonna skip the backstory, and we're gonna just go straight into how I'm gonna do this shit. All right? Say less. That's all you need to know. You know what? Fuck the camera screen right there, bro. We're just gonna go straight into the fucking tournament. Now, this is how it's gonna look. So we have in FC26 there is 609 teams. I put them all in this thing and I shuffled them. I'll shuffle them again. They're all shuffled right now. 609 teams. Perfect, right? So obviously there's gonna be. So this is how it's gonna work out. There's gonna be 31 groups. 30 of them being groups of 20, and the last one, let's go all the way down to it. This one. This is the group of 9, because 609, 600 times 30 20, my fucking god, 20 times 30 is 600. So that's this one. So that's 600 right there. So plus 9, 609, math, whatever. So let me explain to you how people qualify and how they don't. We're gonna make this quick. Top 4 teams make it to like the end rounds. Like after these guys are gonna play one more round, but these guys get to skip that whole phase. So these guys are safe to get to like the point after the second. But think of it as phases. This is phase 1. This whole tournament thing is phase 1. The 4 teams get to skip phase 2. They go to the next round, like phase 3 automatically. These 4 teams have to go into the a phase, not the phase 2, which is like a playoff phase. And you might be wondering, what's the green ones then? Well, the green ones, there's 8 teams. Out of those 8 teams, they're going to play against each other in a little bracket, a tiny little bracket system for those 8 teams to one team come out of them. And that team will advance to be the 5th out of this thing. So these 5 will be the ones that qualify. Not specifically the guy who ends up in 9th. It could be literally the person who's down here. This person can win their game, and then they win the next game, and the next game, and they'll be one of the 5 teams to qualify out of this group, right? Now, and then we go down to this group. After that's done with these, after some of these, we have to these, like I said, phase 2, these teams get to skip that part. Now we're down to this one. There's gonna be groups of 10, because there's gonna be 5 teams, right? Each one of these things is gonna have 5 teams qualify, and we're gonna put them all in these little groups, and out of them, only 5 get to escape it. Right? We're gonna do that until there's about until I believe like 100 and probably like 100 and something, or even like 60 something. I don't know. But the point is that we get to phase 3, and this is where those teams that did get a top spot, these ones will now be involved, and they're gonna be in the same playoff system as long as with the teams that qualify from this from phase 2. Phase 3, we have the winners of phase 1 against the winners of phase 2. And they play against each other, and the whole point is that out of this one right here, we will definitely, because there's only top 4 teams to finish, we're definitely going to get 32 teams. Because, 4 times 8 is 32. So, out of those 32 teams, we're going to put them in the old-fashioned Champions League format, where there's only 4 teams, 2 go through, bottom 2 don't. And then we're going to get to the bracket system, the round of 16 bracket system. I think it makes sense. I think it will make sense. And I think as it goes on, people will start understanding. But this is just part 1, so this is the introduction to it, basically. So this is how we're going to start doing things little by little. Right? And that's the best way I can describe it. I also want to try and keep track personally of like the goal scorers, because I think that'd be really cool. To be like, oh look, the Minion scored a goal, but then this random guy from a Swedish team has like 8 goals by now, and so we can have like a cool little thing and memorabilia at the end for him. So yeah, I hope that made sense. I hope everyone understands what's going on. Now we're gonna go straight into the teams. Okay, so we're gonna fucking shuffle the fuck out of this. This is gonna be the part that's gonna take the longest. I'm not gonna lie, because I need to spin this so many times, and I gotta put each of the teams that pop out into their respective groups. But like I said, there's 3 different phases before we get to the this like quick little styled one, where there's only gonna be 8 of these. So we have phase 1, where the top 4 go straight to phase 3. These 4 go down to phase 2, along with 1 random guy from here. And we will go to this group, and the phase 2 plays out. And I think there's only gonna be like a few of these really. There'll probably only be like 8 groups of these or somehow, and there are gonna be 5 teams that qualify from each. And we go into this group, which we're gonna involve the teams that got the top 4 in the first phase, and they'll all play against each other. And the point is, out of this one, phase 3, we're supposed to get 32. And those 32 will go into this system, which is going to be 8 of these tables. I might as well just fucking copy and paste them right now, because very simple. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, that's 7, that's 8. There we go. Those are going to be the 8 teams. And then out of that, we're going to get the bracket system. So that's how it's going to work. Very simple, very fun, and yeah, I'm excited. So let's go to the drafts. And let me turn back my camera on now, because that way I can. Let's go up here. I don't want to be too big. Pause. Anyway, let's go. First one. Basically, I can also explain the backstory now we're doing this. I used to love doing tournaments as a kid a lot when it started with Dragon Ball Z Budokan Tenkaichi 2. Energy caught this. I have no idea what team that is, but they're the first team to get drafted. I'm not typing that whole thing. I'm a fucking moron. I copied. Ah! This is already going downhill. Yeah, okay, whatever. Energy caught bus. Alright, they're the first team to get picked. Remove them. They don't have to worry about it anymore. So this is going to take a bit, quite frankly. But you know what? It is what it is. You know what I could do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to record it, but I'm going to kind of keep myself quiet, and I can do like a little speed transition. Because this is something I'm going to edit too. I want to try and edit this. So this is going to be a speed transition. So Crawley Town, real quick, we're going to go over here. Crawley Town. There you go. And then, yeah. Or actually, you know what? You don't need to see this part. Deadass. Honestly, you don't need to see this part. It's going to take forever. It's going to be so hazardous. I'm just going to go ahead and pause it. And by the time we come back, we'll have all the groups, and I'll present each team per group. And then I think that'll be better. I think that'll be a lot like less tedious and less of a long video. So just hold up. Let me cook a little bit, and I'll be right back. One more rule I forgot to mention. This is a big one because I want it to be a little more balanced. Each group cannot have more than, so how many teams there are and whatever, there can't be more than 4 teams in the same division. So like you can still have, like, let's say like La Liga, you can have Barcelona, Real Madrid, Real Betis, and Real Oviedo, right? Those are 4 of La Liga 1, but they can still get like Albacete, Albacete, Real Madrid. Albacete can get drafted still because they're part of the second division of La Liga of Spain, to make it more sense. So the first division of Spain, second division of Spain. So each team can only have up to 4. Once you get 4, you can't get no more. That's it. Okay, I had to preface that before. And if at some point, if for some reason it doesn't work, then the final group's going to have a bunch of teams from the same division all at once, because fuck. Okay, and I'm back. I've come back after doing the whole fucking thing. I did the whole thing. It took all fucking day. Alright, I did it. It's all fucking together now. New attire and everything. We had to get it done. It took all day of my day off, so I'm probably not going to have time like to film what I want to film in order to get it done. But I will go back now into like I'm about to show you all the groups that are happened, how they all look, kind of give you like this, like we'll look at the teams and we'll kind of give it a quick little prediction of like what I think is going to happen. But we'll give that a little break because I got to do this real quick. We're back with Netflix 2, just to give us a little bit of like a little background music while we get this shit done. Alright. So this is basically how everything looks now. I know, right? All of it got done. I put everybody in the team. Every league, I didn't have a single moment where like there was like, oh, there's 4 league on teams, so I can't have this league on team, so I have to move to the side. I haven't had any of those moments. So we're going to go quickly through every group and who I think my favorites are. So in this first group, that you can see all the teams we have here. I think easily you can look at teams like Ajax, teams like Rayo Vallecano. Fuck, you can even like put fucking Alaves in that kind of category. But obviously Crystal Palace are there too. Strong teams. Group B, Besiktas are a good one. Real Madrid, Group 2. So like they're like Group B, I mean, they're really close, so they'll get picked pretty soon. PSV, Braga are a good team. These are all things to take into consideration. This side we have Southampton, Roma, big huge favorites. Roma right there. Espanyol are a good team. And yeah, there was like a group. I don't know if I can get to it before I can. I'm just gonna use this like as an example of how the groups look, kind of. LAFC, they can be a good team on their day with their squad that they have. Antwerp are a good Belgian side. Freiburg, top Bundesliga division. Athens, one of the best teams, one of if not the best team in Greece, along with Olympiacos and PAOK and Panathinaikos. This side, Brest. So yeah, and I had a little bit of an issue. I had Central Cordoba accidentally twice in my list, so I was thinking, oh no, so it wasn't 609 and 608. But no, I was wrong because I just typed Central Coast and Central Cordoba. It's like the same thing. I don't know. I had a brain fart moment. So I was able to turn the second one into Central Coast, so it's not that big a deal. But yeah, we have a lot of good teams right here. Kota Pilseni, Kasim Pasha. Even Gençler Birliği is also a pretty good team, to be honest with you. Sevilla, decent side. But I can't remember what group it was. I gotta find it. But there was a group that had like... It had like every fucking like best Italian team in it. The first team, I think, is this one. Is it this one? Yes. Group Q. Look at this shit. Inter Milan, right? That's already hard enough. Union Berlin. That's a pretty decent team. Fredrikstad is one of the best teams of Norway. Napoli. You have Inter and Napoli, right? And you're like, you're thinking, oh, that's pretty big. Fucking Juventus. Fucking Shakhtar Donetsk. Like, that is crazy. And there was another group. I think, was it this one? Yeah, this two group was also fucking crazy. Look, you have teams like Athletic Bilbao, great team. Nottingham Forest, good team. Boca Juniors, really good team. Top sides for both Belgian and Turkish divisions, and even Swedish division. The best team in Korea, because it's literally the Korean champions as of right now. Bologna is really good right now. Philadelphia is really good. Like this, Group P and Group Q, like back to back. I think these are the groups of death. So this is basically what it's gonna look like. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna go to. I just realized, fuck, I did the same shit again, bro. I did the same shit again. Fuck me in the ass, bro. All right, like I was telling you, this is basically what I'm showing you right now. I did the same thing a long time ago. I recorded the face cam. I forgot to take off the face cam. But look at this shit, bro. Like let's go back to where I was looking at Group P and Group Q. There we go. See, look at this shit. Nottingham Forest, Boca Juniors, Jeonbuk, Guardians are a good team. Başakşehir is a good team. Bologna's a good team. Philadelphia's a good team. Athletic Bilbao's a good team. Like, these are all good teams. And over here, Inter, Napoli, and Juventus, all the Italian leagues. And there's no reason I couldn't have put them in because there's 3 out of the 4 Italian teams that I said as a rule. I'm pretty sure Barcelona got a pretty I'm saying Barcelona in general because Barcelona's my favorite team. Obviously, there won't be no bias in this. I want to make this as like fair as possible. I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at this. Like I give Barcelona. Here they are. Group U. So there was Plymouth, Dalian, Ningbo, Pisa, Sion, Ingolstadt, Bolgonstein, Osters, Oviedo, Konyaspor, Sonderjysk, Cork City, Hertha Berlin, AZ Alkmaar, Gornik Zabrze. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Shamrock Rovers, Venetia, Karabakh, Shanghai Port, and Parma. So it's a okay group. I think Barcelona are easy favorites to win that group. But basically, this is all of it. This is all the teams. And yeah, and I'll just like every video I make dedicated to the series is gonna be called Internation Group A. Phase 1 Group A is what it's gonna be called, because then later on we're gonna have Phase B, Phase 2 Group A. You know what I mean? But as of right now, this is what it looks like. And whenever we're done doing all of this, right? This is what it's gonna basically look like. We're gonna go here. Let's open up AFC real quick. I'm gonna have like a little clue of what my desktop kind of looks like. Go ahead. Feast your eyes. Just hoping the game kind of loads kind of quick, because otherwise I just look stupid. Probably do look stupid because I fucking did the exact same shit I did at the beginning of today. I made the video introducing the whole thing. It was like a whole 20-minute, not even 20, it was like a 15-minute video of me kind of explaining, hey, this is how this is gonna work. And it turns out that I had my face cam like only on the screen. I didn't have it like to the corner, like a fucking moron. So I did the exact. So I had to restart the whole thing all over because otherwise it wouldn't make sense. Alright, I was just waiting for the thing to actually open up. So, yeah. And I don't have to worry about no copyright music. I have already turned off all the music of the copyright of the game, so we should be good. So no music. Okay, go up here. Team sheets. No, not what I meant to do. Edit teams, download updates. Yep, so everything, and that's what I'm gonna do basically. And when I do the teams, so this formation of Barcelona, let's say like later on when I fix up their formation, right? If it lets me log into it. When I make the teams, I'm gonna pick the best starting 11. It doesn't even matter whether or not, like, for here it's like Garcia's 85, right? We have 85 for Garcia, and later and this is Ter Stegen, right? So if there's like a tie, it's up to me to decide whether what I think. I guess this is an update because before Ter Stegen was higher than Joan. But yeah, so then I'm gonna put him here. For example, Kubarsi, he's not gonna be really good right there, right? Like, or it depends actually. I don't know because they switched everything basically. So like for example, Gavi, right? We pick Gavi, and we're definitely gonna put Gavi over someone like right here, Jan Martin, right? Because you want to have, and what I want to do, there's gonna automatically be 2 attackers in the subs, 2 midfielders, 2 defenders, preferably a center back and a fullback, and a goalkeeper as a thing. Right here, automatically be Ter Stegen. It doesn't matter how much I think Szczesny is better than this fuckwad. He would have to go there. You know what I mean? This seems good for now because like Rooney's a right winger, Lewandowski's a striker, Olmo's a CAM. But then we go to this, like, oh, look at that, Rashford. And as a winger, I have Rashford right here. Gavi would definitely go here. Cancelo's a wing back, so you go here. And we look at the center back, and probably put Araujo there. And then you go up here. 82, 82, and then 82 with Araujo. So right there, it'd be up kind of to me, whether I feel like a player deserves to be in that position. You know what I mean? I still don't know how... Oh my god. Like, I will say it's very irritating to try and control this stupid thing. Because I'll be like right here and I'm trying to get these characters, see? And I look up a little bit and it goes up. So it's going to be a little annoying. But I'll have this all sorted out before then. But we have, like, so right here, like Olmo, he would go right here. Even though I think Fermin's like been playing a lot better than Olmo, it doesn't matter what I personally think. It's just whatever like is the best thing. Like Torres, he's been way better than Lewandowski recently. But we're going to put him right there. So Lewandowski's right there, Olmo, Rafinha. So this would be the official squad lineup for Barcelona specifically. No, keep that there. And then we're going to save yes. And that's what the team's going to look like when they play in the tournament. As for the tournament itself, let's go to tournament. Let's go to tournaments. Custom tournament. Right there you have a league and you can have all these other ones, but we're going to stick with the league of 20. That's how we're going to keep it. Autofill teams, blah, blah, blah. And that's how we're going to do the teams. So that's just to give everyone an idea of what to expect with this whole situation, okay? So I'm excited to do this. I think it'll be very fun. We'll have one whole video dedicated to only one group. It'll be Group A. We'll have all the teams in it. And I'm not going to like sim them to like make the CPUs play against each other in the point where like we can see the whole game. Because what I've learned recently, I did that one time for FIFA 22, and I thought it was amazing. Like the teams were both teams were scoring so many goals against each other. The results were ending like 5-3, 4-2. Like it was crazy results. I would see a team winning like 4-0, and all of a sudden it became 4-4 out of nowhere. I'm not kidding. It was fucking fun to watch. But recently, I tried doing it with other FIFAs like FIFA 16 and FIFA 24 recently. The CPUs are being more fucking stupid. So what we're just going to do is we're going to quick sim them in the tournaments. And it'll be a lot quicker that way. And I'll be able to keep track of all the goal scorers and whatnot. It's not going to be a heavily edited video. It's going to be kind of like, I'm not going to have all like the graphics and all. But I will keep track on my own end on who the top goal scorers are of everything. So I think that'll make it really fun. So I appreciate you, and I'm gonna record that all together. So this is all gonna be one video called the introduction to the tournament, and the next video would be basically the tournament being done. So I'll see you there in a bit.